The Seven Wonders of the World are a collection of ancient marvels that have captivated the imaginations of people for centuries. From the towering heights of the Great Pyramid of Giza to the stunning architecture of the Temple of Artemis, these structures stand as testament to the ingenuity and creativity of our ancestors. Whether it's the mysterious engineering of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon or the grandeur of the mausoleum at Halicarnassus, each of the Seven Wonders is a unique and unforgettable sight to behold. However, despite being widely known for their grandeur and historic significance, the great wonders of the world still hold many secrets and little-known facts that continue to captivate and intrigue us to this day. Number 1. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid is not just a massive stone pyramid, but it is also one of the most impressive ancient structures in the world. Built in Egypt around 2500 BCE, it was constructed as a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu and was designed to be his final resting place. The pyramid is made up of over 2 million blocks of stone, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons, and it stands at a staggering height of 147 meters. The Great Pyramid of Giza is a truly awe-inspiring structure that has stood the test of time for over 4,500 years. Its construction required the labor of thousands of workers and the transportation of massive blocks of stone from far-off quarries, all in service of the pharaoh's desire to create a final resting place worthy of his power and wealth. In addition to its size and technical prowess, the Great Pyramid of Giza is also a symbol of the enduring mystery and fascination of ancient civilizations. Despite centuries of study, much about the pyramid remains unknown, including the exact purpose of its many chambers and corridors. Some experts believe that the pyramid may have served as a site for religious ceremonies, while others speculate that it was used for astronomical observations. Today, the Great Pyramid of Giza remains a popular tourist destination, drawing visitors from all over the world to marvel at its size and wonder at the secrets it may still hold. As one of the only remaining wonders of the ancient world, it stands as a reminder of the great civilizations that have shaped our world and the enduring mystery of the past. Number 2. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon were renowned for their breathtaking beauty and extraordinary engineering feat. Located in the heart of the ancient city of Babylon, these gardens were a series of terraces built on top of one another, with each level filled with lush greenery and flowering plants. However, there is much that is still unknown about the gardens, including their exact location and how they were constructed. Some historians believe that the gardens were built by King Nebuchadnezzar II of Babylon for his wife, Queen Eminent, and were located in the city of Babylon, while others think they may have been located elsewhere or were a fictional creation. The gardens are thought to have been destroyed in the 1st century BCE, possibly as a result of an earthquake, and there is some debate about whether they were a series of gardens on platforms or an elaborate water-based irrigation system. According to legend, the Hanging Gardens were built at the request of Nebuchadnezzar's homesick wife, who longed for the green hills of her homeland. In order to satisfy her desire for a bit of nature in the desert city, the king ordered the construction of these stunning gardens, which were said to be irrigated by a sophisticated system of aqueducts and canals. The gardens were not only a marvel of horticulture, but also a testament to the power and wealth of the Babylonian Empire. They were visited by travelers and tourists from all over the ancient world, who came to marvel at their beauty and wonder at the ingenuity of their design. Despite their fame and reputation, the Hanging Gardens have long since been lost to time. Today, they are remembered as one of the most remarkable achievements of ancient engineering, a symbol of the enduring power of human creativity and the desire to bring a little bit of beauty into even the most arid and unforgiving landscapes. Number 3. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus was not just any ordinary temple. It was a testament to the architectural and artistic skills of the ancient Greeks. Located in the city of Ephesus, which was once a bustling trade center in present-day Turkey, the temple was dedicated to the goddess Artemis, the virgin huntress and patroness of animals and the wilderness. The temple was built in the 6th century BCE, and was said to be the most magnificent temple of its time. It was built entirely of marble, and was adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures of the goddess and her companions. The temple was surrounded by a colonnade, which supported the roof and provided shelter for visitors. The temple was designed by the Greek architect Chersophron and his son Metagenes. They used a unique architectural style known as the dipteral design, which featured a double row of columns surrounding the main temple. This design was intended to make the temple look larger and more impressive. The Temple of Artemis was not only a place of worship, but it was also a major tourist attraction, attracting visitors from all over the ancient world. It was said that the temple was so beautiful that it left visitors in awe, and many came just to see it for themselves. The Temple of Artemis was destroyed and rebuilt several times. The first temple was built in the 6th century BCE, but it was destroyed by the invading Persians in the 5th century BCE. The temple was then rebuilt, only to be destroyed again by a fire in 356 BCE. The temple was rebuilt once more. Unfortunately, the temple was destroyed in the 4th century CE by a group of Goths, and only a few remnants of it remain today. However, the memory of the Temple of Artemis lives on as a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of the ancient Greeks. Number 4. The statue of Zeus at Olympia. The massive gold and ivory statue of Zeus at Olympia was a true wonder of the ancient world. Standing at an impressive 43 feet tall, it depicted the powerful Greek god Zeus seated on his throne, adorned with a crown of olive leaves and a scepter in his hand. The statue was the masterpiece of the renowned sculptor Phidias, who spent years perfecting every intricate detail. Visitors to the Temple of Zeus at Olympia would have been in awe at the sight of the majestic statue, which was said to have radiated an almost otherworldly presence. As the king of the gods, Zeus was revered as the protector of justice and the guardian of the natural order, and the massive statue served as a powerful reminder of his divine power. The statue of Zeus was not just a work of art, but also had a religious significance. The temple in which the statue was located was one of the most important religious sites in ancient Greece, and the statue itself was believed to be inhabited by the spirit of Zeus. The throne on which the statue of Zeus sat was made of gold and was decorated with scenes from Greek mythology. One of the most famous scenes depicted on the throne was the labors of Hercules, which included the slaying of the Nemean lion and the capture of the Erymanthian boar. Today, the statue may be gone, but its legacy lives on as a testament to the skill and artistry of the ancient Greek people. Number 5. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus was a stunning architectural masterpiece that became one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Built in the 4th century BCE in what is now modern-day Turkey, the mausoleum was commissioned by Mausolus, the Persian king of Korea, for his own burial. However, it was his wife Artemisia who oversaw the construction of the mausoleum, and it is said that she was so devoted to her husband that she mixed his ashes with her daily drink to keep him close to her. The mausoleum was a massive structure, standing at over 135 feet tall and adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures. It was topped by a pyramid-shaped roof and surrounded by 36 columns, each carved with scenes from Greek mythology. At the top of the roof stood a massive statue of Mausolus, gazing out over the city of Halicarnassus. It was designed and built by the famous Greek architects Satyros and Pythias, who were brothers. It had 4 sides, each adorned with sculptures of horses and warriors. At the top of the tomb was a pyramid-shaped roof, which was crowned with a sculpture of a chariot being drawn by 4 horses. Despite its grandeur, the mausoleum at Halicarnassus was eventually destroyed by an earthquake in the 12th century CE. However, its legacy lives on as one of the most iconic and influential examples of ancient architecture, with many later buildings and structures taking inspiration from its design. Number 5. The Colossus of Rhodes. The Colossus of Rhodes was built in 280 BCE and stood at over 100 feet tall, making it one of the tallest statues of the ancient world. It was constructed to celebrate the victory of the people of Rhodes over the invading army of Demetrius, a general of Alexander the Great. The statue was created by the Greek sculptor Chairs of Lindos, and was made of bronze plates that were held together by an iron framework. It stood atop a 50-foot pedestal and was visible from afar, greeting travelers as they arrived at the harbor of Rhodes. It is said that the sculptor Chairs of Lindos worked on the Colossus for 12 years and used the wages of the entire island of Rhodes to pay for its construction. It was so large that people could walk through its legs and into the city. Some historians believe that it may have even had a small chapel inside. The Colossus was one of the first statues to depict a human figure in a standing position, rather than in a seated or reclining position. The Colossus was not the only statue of Helios on Rhodes. There was also a smaller statue of the god on the island's Acropolis, which was said to be made of gold and was destroyed by the Romans in the 1st century BC. Despite its massive size, the Colossus was not the tallest statue in the ancient world. That distinction belongs to the pharaoh Amenhotep III's Colossi of Memnon, which were two massive statues of the pharaoh located in Thebes, Egypt, and stood at around 18 meters tall. The Colossus of Rhodes was destroyed in an earthquake in 226 BCE, but it remains a symbol of the strength and pride of the people of Rhodes. Number 7. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, also known as the Pharos of Alexandria, was a notable treasure of ancient engineering. Standing at over 400 feet tall, it was the tallest man-made structure in the world for many centuries, and its beacon could be seen for miles at sea. Located on the island of Pharos in the harbor of Alexandria, this massive tower was built to guide ships safely into the port. Its construction was commissioned by the Ptolemaic king Ptolemy II Philadelphus in the 3rd century BC, and it is thought to have been designed by the Greek mathematician and engineer Sostratus of Cnidus. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was not just a simple beacon of light, it was a complex structure that incorporated numerous innovations and features. It was made of white marble and stood atop a 3-tiered platform. It had 3 sections, with the lower 2 being square and the top one being circular. The beacon itself was located at the top of the tower and was made up of a series of mirrors that reflected the light of a fire, making it visible from great distances. It was designed to withstand the rough conditions of the sea, and it was built on a foundation of iron and lead to help it withstand earthquakes. Despite this, it still suffered damage from several earthquakes over the centuries, especially on the 14th and 15th century where it was destroyed and turned into scattered ruins. And so, that is the end of our list. However, the list has changed over time and there have been many versions of the 7 wonders of the world, such as the Great Wall of China and the Roman Colosseum. If you ever had a chance to visit one of the great wonders, don't hesitate to give it a try, for it is a chance to observe the beauty and mystery of the ancient world.